Oh my god.
The golden ratio is in everything. It's in architecture, in art, in music, in plants and animals. It's even in humans. But what is the golden ratio? The golden ratio is also referred to as the golden mean, the golden number, the golden section, divine proportion, golden cut, or simply phi. For the sake of keeping it simple, we shall refer to it as the golden ratio or phi. The golden ratio is a mathematical concept that expresses the relationship between two parts of a whole with each other and also with the whole. Basically, the golden ratio between x and y is that x is to y as y is to x plus y. Still not making any sense? How about a diagram? Architects have been using the golden ratio since the ancient Egyptians, possibly even before that. Ancient Greeks used it too. Let's have a look at some examples. The pyramids! Phi was used in the Great Pyramid. It was discovered that in the Great Pyramid, the length of the hypotenuse of the pyramid is by half the base of the dimension. We get 1.61804, which is the sum of phi. Now let's soar all the way over to Rome, to the Parthenon. The Parthenon! It is perhaps one of the best examples of the golden ratio being used in architecture. If you restore the roof to its original angle, you'll find that the building fits almost perfectly into a golden triangle. The further divisions of the rectangle align perfectly with the major architectural features of the structure. See? Isn't that amazing? Whoosh! All the way over to Toronto in the United States of America. The CN Tower, which, if you did not already know, is the world's tallest and freestanding structure. It has the golden ratio in it too. The ratio of the height of the observation deck is at 342 meters to the total height of the building, which is an amazing 553.33 meters. If you put those together in a ratio, it is 1 to 0.618 or phi. Now that's something. I'm sure if you look hard enough you could find the golden ratio in every artwork. But let's save some time and use a couple of examples. What about vases at Asmieres, painted by the one and only Georges Pierre Seurat? It has the golden ratio in it. The horizon falls at exactly the golden section of the height of the painting. And the distance from the left of the artwork to the front of the boy's head is to the distance from the front of the boy's head to the right of the artwork. The boy himself has a golden ratio in him. The distance from the boy's hip to the shoulder is the distance from the hip to the top of his head. How amazing! How about another example? Let's use The Sacrament of the Last Supper by Salvador Dali. The top of the table is placed exactly at the golden section of the height of the painting. And what about the two disciples at Christ's sides? They were placed at exactly the golden section of the width of the painting. And what about the Mona Lisa herself? Ah, the beautiful Mona Lisa. Beautiful girl. She's full of golden ratios. Just look at her face. If you make a rectangle that perfectly fits her, you'll see that it is a golden rectangle. Her eyes, mouth and nose can also fit into a golden rectangle. The painting length by height is also a golden ratio. How amazing! But why do artists and architects use the golden ratio? It's one of the many questions that people find themselves asking. It's actually surprisingly simple. It looks good to the human eye. There's something about things that use the golden ratio, whether it be in architecture, in art, or nature, it looks appeasing to the eye. The golden ratio is everywhere. That includes our body. Yes, you have the golden ratio inside of you. Let's look at your arm. The length from the tip of your fingers to the wrist is to the length from the fingertips to your elbow. Wow! And how about another example? Did you know that the distance from your chin to lip line and from the lip line to the bottom of your nose is also a golden ratio? Now that's something. You know those spiral seashells? Those really pretty ones that you find on the beach all the time if you look hard enough? Well, they're actually got the golden ratio in them. The spiral is made of a special spiral called the Fibonacci spiral, and it is very closely linked to the golden ratio. Sunflowers have it too. How the seeds twirl in spirals? Isn't that cool? And if you look hard enough, you might even find a plant that has the Fibonacci spiral in it. Now, I think that's enough about the golden ratio, golden mean, golden portion, divine portion, whatever you want to call it. Let's dance. Watching. This has been a very educational video.